Hi, my name is Daniel Seminara. When I was 6 years old, I got my first Nintendo, and that set up two of my interests that brought me to this point in life. I really like games, so in the early 90s, a friend was over at the house, and I had an Apple II, so he taught me how to program some basic, and I really enjoyed making my own games. And also, a couple of years later, since I had the internet, I learned of games coming out in Japan that were not released in America. So I wanted to play those. So I started learning Japanese. Eventually, I did my master's in teaching ESL, which I was going to go to Japan, but because I had a girlfriend who graduated at the same time I did and was going home to China, I went there and did ESL for 6 years. And also, I love coding. I have coded for every job I've ever had, even if it wasn't a coding job. Like, for example, when I was in college, we had a system where we had to give punch cards in order to get materials for filming, and I lost my punch card a few times and had to pay. So I decided to use Visual Basic 6 in order to code a system where people's the products they took would be kept track of on the computer rather than a punch card, and they actually put this into effect and people were using it. And I and after China, I came home just as COVID hit. So at that time it was very hard to get a job teaching ESL. So what I did is I went to Flatiron School and I learned coding there, and now the time has come for me to go for a coding job.